Soccerholics Podcast, episode 16, baby. Wait, hold on.
15. So close.
Am I ever going to get it right?
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
I feel like every single pod, I have the number wrong. I'm either behind or too far ahead.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
But it doesn't matter because we're here.
It does not matter.
We're here another Tuesday. We're dropping episodes every week, and this is going to be a good one. I can feel it. I'm getting the tingles, not just for the games that are coming up, but for the pod that we're about to have, Rob.
Absolutely.
Ugh.
Great pod coming. Incoming. Yeah. Great pod.
It's great. It's incoming. Let's first start with, you and I have a competition. We talk about this on every pod, and if you are just tuning in now, we got a heated rivalry.
It is extremely heated.
It's extremely heated.
It's not warm. It's heated.
I'm angry every time you're ahead. That's how heated it is, okay? And the competition is who can go to the most live games, who could be sitting in a seat with the beer in their hand or beer being thrown at them.
Exactly.
Right?
Standing in a crowd, getting showered.
All that stuff. Who can have that more by the end of 2026? One thing we should talk about, too, is like, and we don't have to think about it here, is we can take the whole pod doing it, but we need to have stakes. We can't just have like some sort of trophy or something at the end. Somebody's got to get something at the end when they win.
So I think, so you want to have a winner's thing, not a loser's thing. So you don't want to end up with blonde hair, is what you're telling me.
Yeah. No more of that stuff. No more of that stuff. That's a conversation for another pod. But yes, I had blonde hair at some point from losing a World Cup bet. Yes, a good one. A positive one. You are the winner, and you get this.
We got a few more months.
Oh yeah, we got
with something good.
Well, it's 2026. It's 2020. So it doesn't have to be a season thing. There's random friendlies throughout the year, and the World Cup. We'll get there. We'll get there.
League going on. Yeah.
There's one game I don't have on there. I went to a preseason game. So the Footballogy app didn't have any preseason games. And I keep contemplating whether or not I should hit them up or not. But I got
100%.
Yeah.
You need to email them.
All right, I got one more.
100%.
One more. It wasn't this year. No. It wasn't this year. But it was one. Am I thinking about it? Like, I was going through all my photos. I'm like sitting out there. I'm like super bored, and I'm just kind of going through the Footballogy app, and I've been adding like photos for each.
Oh, I've been doing that too.
Yeah, for like each of the games. If there's a photo, I upload it for that particular game. Like something.
I do the same thing.
All right, good.
I even started putting like the lineups in for some of them, but I ran into a snag, and I had to email them. They still haven't gotten back to me yet about that.
Come on, Footballogy.
Right.
But anyway,
they listen.
And what I was talking about in our competition is that. You and I both went to some games this weekend.
We did this weekend.
Let me start with you. What did you do this weekend, Rob? Tell us.
Man, let me tell you. So first game, what was that, Saturday? This weekend is a blur. So I don't want to talk about how many beers I drank, but and
or were thrown at you.
I didn't really have that many, to be honest. So first game, I went to one of the local clubs here, the rivals to Nuremberg, FC Nuremberg, Greuther Fürth. They were playing Schalke, the same game I went to 2 years ago. Sat with the Ultras, which their population is a lot smaller than that of Stuttgart. So let me tell you, did the fan march from the city center, and yes, you heard me say fan march, not march. I'm speaking the German over here. So we walked from like the city center to the stadium, and my neighbor Christian and Marcus, who I went with, we made a stop off at a little pub real quick so they could get a couple of beers in before we went to the stadium.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything.
It's the only way to do it.
Oh, man. And so last year, the same spot that we stopped, or not last year, 2 seasons ago, there were some Schalke fans and Nuremberg fans that were getting pepper sprayed by the police in that same spot. Didn't happen this year. Because Nuremberg and Schalke, they have like a fan Freundschaft, I think is how you say it in Germany. They have like this fan partnership. So whenever Fürth is there playing against either one of those two teams, there's always some drama going on. Because Nuremberg and Fürth,
maybe they hired ICE. to go in there and help them out. Jeez.
But yeah, these guys, Fürth and Nuremberg, they basically share a city. Like Fürth's like right on top of Nuremberg on the north side. So every year when they play each other twice a year because they're both in the second Bundesliga. But anyway, went to this game. Schalke was in first place. Fürth was in last place. Fürth opened up the scoring. Great goal right in front of me. It was beautiful. And I'm thinking they're going to ride that. Referee he didn't make the list. He was okay. He didn't make the list. He was close. But then Schalke, they scored a late equalizer. I think it was like the 80-something minute. Oof. And it ended 0-0. Or sorry, 1-1. Sorry, it was 1-1. And so that was that game.
So they almost won. The little guys almost took the cake.
They almost did. And they played so much better than Schalke. So much better than Schalke.
Yeah.
But Schalke's still on top. First still on the bottom.
Yeah. I like the picture. You and your son, and you guys had the jerseys and everything. So is that your second team?
Yeah.
You got Stuttgart, and then these guys are your second, maybe?
I would say in Germany. No, I bought those jerseys like on a whim when we went 2 years ago. I was just like, you know what, I'm going to do it. Screw it. It was the last game of the season, so I just bought those for me and my son. I don't know that I have really a second team in Germany. No, I don't. I really don't.
I always think it's good. That's like that's why I like USL. It's like it's so much cheaper too. It's like, you know what? Let's get a second cheaper team just for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. I mean, that sounds pretty awesome. And then from the picture you sent, I mean, it looks like a pretty big stadium. I watched the reel where it showed you like Germany's second league division, US, MLS, Germany third division, and just showed you like the contrast, and it's still like huge compared to like anything here.
So this stadium, I want to say the capacity is only like 18,000. So it's not that big. Yeah, especially like if you compare it to Stuttgart, which is like 60,000 capacity.
Huge. Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll say it's a cozy stadium because you feel like you're right there with the players, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. I like stadiums like that. MLS is kind of like that. Like when you go to, we can talk about that too. You're going to be coming. You and I are going to meet for the first time.
For the first time
in person.
Oh yeah.
And we're going to go to a game. We're going to go to LAFC game. You'll see. It's like it's big, but it's still very like it doesn't matter where you sit.
I can see it's right behind you.
Oh yeah, there it is. It's really beautiful. It's a really nice.
It is nice.
Stadium.
Yeah.
It's brand spanking new, 2018. And it doesn't matter where you sit. You get a great view of the pitch. Yeah, it's fantastic. You're gonna love it.
Austin Stadium was like that too. It's really cozy. It's nice.
Yeah,
you don't feel too far away. Let's see, second game. So I had a quick turnaround.
Yeah, you had a double whammy this weekend.
It was a double whammy. So we started our journey at 3:00 in the afternoon for the Fürth game. Didn't get home until 1:30 in the morning. It was wild. Yeah. So I had to wake up the next morning to drive to my mother-in-law's house to meet my daughter's boyfriend. We drove to the Stuttgart game. It was chill. I'm not going to give away how we were able to park so close, but 5-minute walk to the stadium was pretty nice. And we were sitting on the opposite side of the Concerter Kurve. So we were sitting, not standing.
Very nice.
It was so nice. This game, I'm actually surprised that we didn't start doing the wave because the game was pretty boring, I got to say.
Yeah.
It was an easy win for Stuttgart. We'll get into that later.
Was it 4-0? 4-0?
It was 4-0, yeah. It was a pretty easy win. My daughter's boyfriend was taking a lot of pictures. It was nice and chill. It was a little cool, like temperature-wise. So, yeah. I will say I was excited to get home after that game because I felt like my weekend flew by like that.
Yeah.
Going to 2 games in less than 24 hours, it's interesting,
man.
But it was kind of rough too. So when I woke up on Monday morning, I was like, where did my weekend go? So.
But it also feels like when you have a weekend like that, the more packed it is, it feels a little longer. At least for me, like the more I do, like if we just kind of poop around, like watch movies together, or I'm outside my Footballogy app in the backyard, like I feel like for whatever reason, like the less I do, I feel like
you feel like it flies by faster.
Zips by. It's like Monday morning, so fill up that weekend. And the best way to do it was with the footy.
This is true.
So
how'd your weekend go?
So I saw that you went to 2 games. So I think before it was 1-1, right? I did the.
It was.
Yeah, you did a Stuttgart game, and then I
Yep.
did the Coliseum.
Yep.
LAFC in Miami with Messi and all that jazz. And then and I was like, I can't have him. I can't have it be like 3-2 when he comes to visit. You are still going to be one ahead of me after the LAFC game together, but I couldn't have it be too far ahead. So I was looking at what was on, and there was a Saturday game, LA Galaxy versus Charlotte, North Carolina. At Dignity Health Park, which I had not been in a very long. It used to be StubHub Park back when I went there. My son and I. This was before LAFC. Before LAFC was even a thought. We drive all the way out to Carson, which is not. It's part of LA County, but it's not.
But it's not LA.
It's not LA. I gotta say though, I mean, I like the stadium smaller than LAFC or BMO. But I kind of feel, and people are going to get really upset at me, but maybe it was an off game, but it is like right in the beginning of the season, so you think people would start getting excited. I know, but you think people would get excited. It might have been like the first home game, actually. Maybe wrong. But there are a lot of empty seats, and I was wondering, I wonder if LAFC had taken a lot of the fan base, because I know, again, think about how large LA is, but when you build a black and gold team, and build a brand new stadium in the heart of Los Angeles, you're gonna take a lot of LA Galaxy fans. Just saying. But it was a fun game. A lot of goals. Ended at 3-0. There's 4 goals, but one was taken away. And João Klaus, a Brazilian German. A Brazilian German, João Klaus. He scored a bunch of goals, and so every time he scored, they'd be like, João. I'm like,
Thank you.
That was a lot of fun, but I couldn't have you too far ahead. So, and I don't want to bum out the podcast and myself for the rest of this, but my dog did pass, so that was one of the things that I'm like, that pushed me. I'm like, I gotta get something to do, I just need to get out and not think about it for a little bit. So that was also driving. So it wasn't just competition, even though you've met the most competitive João you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
But that was part of it too. So when you come in next Saturday and you and I go see an LAFC game, it's gonna be
4-3.
4-3, you bastard.
4-3. Yep.
You bastard.
Yeah, I'm already planning it out ahead. I gotta plan it out, and because I'm 9 hours ahead of you, so you'll always get to see you when I check in at the stadium. It's gonna pop up for you.
That'd be hilarious. Like, don't even tell me you're going to a game. I'm just gonna get that notification. Rob's at Stuttgart again. That bastard.
Oh yeah. So and I'm fortunate because I have a lot of teams at all levels of the pyramid near me.
You got so much footy, you lucky
100%,
bastard.
100%.
Literally just walk down the street. Yeah.
It goes down to the 11th tier near me.
To be honest, I don't know why I started this competition, actually. You have so much more footy than I do.
Oh, yeah.
And also, too, because my Orange County Soccer Club and LAFC play almost always on Saturdays. So it's not like I could do a Saturday and a Sunday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I do want to see more stadiums. So I do this thing where, and we can get into football, and I won't go too far into it, but I also go traveling and I go see all the baseball stadiums. I have 8 more to go. But I'm thinking about maybe doing that with the Sacer, with the
why not?
MLS stadium. So I definitely going to San Diego soon. So I'm looking at the schedule, and I see that there's they play LAFC in May, and that'd be a lot of fun. I got some friends there who are all San Diego Nationals. So that'll be fun. Yeah.
That will be. Oh,
yeah.
Man. Yeah.
All right, 3-4. But right now it's 3-3. It's tie game.
No, I'm up 3-2.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Nice try.
We should probably track this.
We probably should. Yeah.
Oh no, we have footballogy. We have the footballogy.
We do have footballogy, but we'll have to put it for the listeners. We'll put it up on the socials so you guys can see, our tallies or whatever.
Yeah. Hate you, Rob. I hate you. That's jealousy talking right there.
But you're gonna get where I have like a lull, especially during the World Cup, And then immediately after,
That's gonna be my wall too. I can't afford any of those games. It's like $3,000 in the boondies.
yeah,
They are going down. They used to be like 6,000. Now they're like in the
3,000.
yeah. So and depending on some games, I did see like in the 1,200 range. But I'm like, that's still. I'd rather just watch that on TV than be the corner in the boondies. And watching like I don't know. Yeah.
What about college teams? Do you have any college teams near you?
We do, yeah. There's USC, and then which is like right by UCLA is also right by the Coliseum too. You're gonna see all that. So I could pop by there, but
See?
And I told you UPSL, and then there's a team LA10 that plays right down the street.
Yeah.
But they're so bad. Like on their website, there's no schedule.
What?
Yeah, it's just like contact us, and that's literally it. There's like nothing on their website. This is scrappy. This is scrappy stuff. Yeah, but UPSL is a big thing. You can look it up. But it's like it's hard to find. It's just there's like 1 million teams, so it's like I can't find the SoCal schedule. I don't know. I'll figure it out. There's no way Footballogy has those. There's no way.
No, I looked. They're not on there. Yeah. But when you said they're like, contact us, I just imagined a guy with a trench coat. He's like, you want some tickets? I got you tickets.
And I might say yes. I might have to say yes.
I would. It's funny. The things we do. The things we do for the beautiful game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Speaking of the beautiful game, there were some beautiful moments last week, starting with the Champions League. You want to start with Real Madrid and the Benfica League 2 after all the drama. What happened? What happened, Rob?
I went into this, and I know that Jose Mourinho was not going to be on the sideline. But I went into this thinking that Benfica had a chance. And they did. Ultimately, in the end, they really did. They lost on aggregate 3-1. But I really thought, and I don't know if I can say that I thought, I was hoping that Benfica would beat Real Madrid, because I'm still mad at Real Madrid for the whole Super Cup thing, and I will still stay mad at them for probably a decade now. Even though Super Cup is dead, that's a whole nother story, but Super Cup is officially dead now. But yeah, I mean, this game, I don't really know.
Vindicated Vinny. I mean, he got that goal in, squeaked it in.
This is true.
I mean,
my notes are totally wrong.
He took the cake. It's an expression I came up with, and I can't stop saying it, Rob.
He took the cake.
He took the cake. They took the cake. Will they take the cake? I can't. I'm gonna have to get a mug that says, But yeah, I mean, Vinny, no more crazy drama, and also I haven't really looked into kind of where they're at with the investigations, all that stuff. I know that one player whose name, the Italian-sounding player whose name I can't think of right now, was not playing that game.
Pestriani.
Yeah, but it must have felt good for Vinny to get that goal in and to win it.
To seal it,
to seal the deal.
And shut a lot of people up.
Yep. And you said that they play City next, right?
They do. Yeah. And so City, because of the way they do the home field advantage now, the lower seeded team plays at home first, and then the higher seeded team plays or hosts the second match. So the first game will be at the Bernabeu, and then the second one will be at the Etihad.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's
so
really good.
Vinny, Mbappe versus, I wanted to say Foden and Haaland, but I don't think Foden is probably gonna. He's probably not going to get on the field for that.
He is not back. Semenyo.
Semenyo, yes, there you go. Because Semenyo, he's just been lighted up. I won it for him the other day.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good to see Vinny happy doing his thing. My notes, for whatever reason, are wrong. Don't have him down as a scorer on there, but yeah.
Come on, Rob.
Pestriani, I'm still waiting to see. I don't know if he played this weekend for Benfica. I'd have to look that up. But I am waiting to see what's going to happen with him and the fallout from this. But there's also the possibility that the Portuguese league won't do anything to him, and it might just be UEFA in the future that sanctions him.
Yeah.
So
that whole thing was wild.
It was the story of the week.
Yeah. And again, it sucks that it happens because, it was such good footy. We're not talking about that. I still have that goal in my brain that Vinny did, and no one really was talking about it at all.
Yeah.
That's another thing I can't stop doing. When I rewatch, I listen to the pod. I QC it. and I'm walking the dog, and and it's like I keep hearing myself like, I'm like, wow, you gotta stop that, and I do this thing where I'm like just try. Now you're gonna hear them all too. Like when you're listening, you're like, oh yeah, there.
I realize.
What do you do, Rob? What do you do?
I say absolutely all the time. All the time.
Absolutely. That's better than many of the things I just said about myself.
Yeah, but
that's your only thing?
No, because I hear myself laughing, and I'm like, it was funny in the moment. But when I'm listening to it, it doesn't. But it's because I'm reliving it when I'm listening to it back. Yeah. But yeah, I say
no. You're realizing that I'm not that funny. That's
no,
what that's what's happening.
No, you absolutely are.
See? I can't help it.
Oh man.
See, I keep doing it. I can't stop.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's like a segue into from the last thing. Yeah. Well, let's move on. But I gotta find a new one.
It's hard to get rid of those.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
Yeah. This Galatasaray Juventus.
Yeah.
This was a shock to me.
That was the biggest game. Upset in the last week, right?
Yeah,
or maybe even the competition.
For Galatasaray to destroy. I mean, yes, on aggregate it was 7-5, but that's only because Juventus won the second leg. But they just outclassed them in that first one. Again, it is hard to play in Turkey. Teams always find it extremely difficult to play in Turkey. But I have to look it up. I think this might be the farthest that a Turkish team has made it in the Champions League in a minute. Yeah. And not even Champions League, just European competition, period. And to put it on, a big team like that from Italy, that's surprising because that first leg was insane.
And they killed them. I'm looking at your notes here with the aggregate goal. They were Galatasaray 7 and Juventus 5.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's bonkers.
So, you know who Galatasaray is playing in the next round?
I got to do a lot of scrolling, so just tell me.
Liverpool.
Oh, I should have known
Liverpool
that.
Liverpool will be going to Istanbul. That's going to be a tough one.
Man, I want to go to Istanbul. That'd be amazing.
Yeah. What
if I didn't tell you, and then the footballology app is like, João said, wherever the Galatasaray stadium is in Istanbul.
That would be great.
That would be amazing.
With everything that's going on in the region right now, I think you probably don't want to be there.
I know. So. I hope it all gets resolved. My son's doing an Austria thing in the summer, and I think he's doing a Turkish airline, so it stops off in Istanbul. Yeah, so which seemed really exciting and fun. But that it's a little hairy over there these days.
Oh yeah,
we shall see.
Definitely is.
I would say again that was probably the upset of the tournament, maybe even. So
yeah. And for Galatasaray to score 5 on them in the first, that's just insane. Yeah. I don't know.
It just doesn't happen. Turkey taking footy by storm. That's what's happening there. PSG 2, Monaco 2. So PSG moves forward with an aggregate of 5-4 goals.
Yep.
I don't watch PSG as much now that Mbappe left. I was an Mbappe follower. That's the only reason I was watching any PSG, or back when Neymar and Messi were on there. You know, I dabbled in PSG. Never became a supporter, but I watched for the fun, kind of like Real Madrid. I watched for the fun.
I think you and tens of thousands of people have stopped watching the French league in general once Mbappe left.
Yeah,
they just.
I don't know. That's why Macron, right, was all like, "Mbappe, you gotta stay. Oh, yeah. You have to stay. Come on, you." I can't do French.
Yeah, I don't know how to do a French accent.
But I think you're right. I think a lot of folks jump ship. You still have what's his name? Kamini?
Dembele.
Dembele, who just won the Ballon d'Or, and what was Kimi? Is the Moroccan guy?
Hakimi.
Hakimi.
Yeah, Hakimi is there.
I was close. Hakimi. I was close. It's like the
Sashimi.
Japanese. Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a Japanese Moroccan. Kakimi-san. Atalanta 4 to Dortmund. The aggregate of 4-3, so they move forward.
That's so upsetting when the German teams lose.
Yeah, even. Do you still support the German teams, even though they're competitors. So if it's outside of Bundesliga, you always go.
Yeah,
Okay.
have to support the German team.
Yeah.
Because it's all about that UEFA coefficient.
Yeah.
And that determines how many slots each league gets in whatever competition. So Champions League, Europa League, and Conference League.
Yeah. Okay.
We always want them to do better.
You are forgiven.
We can't have England having 10 slots in European competitions,
Yeah.
even though it might happen next year.
Especially if
they had 9 this year.
Every single one of them can move on to the next round.
Yeah.
Like I think every single English team, right?
Yeah.
It's like 5 or 6 now still.
Yep.
They're killing it.
Insane.
They're killing it. Atletico Madrid 4-1 with Club Brugge 7-4 aggregate.
Yep, that was they destroyed them. I think
they killed it.
Bodo Glimt. Galatasaray was impressive. Bodo Glimt beating Inter. The Italian teams are just not doing good. I mean, Atalanta beat Dortmund or whatever. So
yeah.
But Bodo Glimt. Most people have no clue where this team is located.
No one understands why there's a slash in the O in their name.
I mean, they've managed to move on. So they're from the elite Syrian. I believe this is Norway.
I think it is. I think you're right.
And again, so their league. I think their league may have just started. Their domestic league. No, actually, it has not. Their domestic league has not started yet. Their domestic league won't start.
So they're just chilling.
This Thursday.
So they don't have any. They don't have any tired players. Actually, I take it back. This might be the most the biggest upset.
Shocking.
It was the Inter. Inter is out. Wow, and also with the 5-2 aggregate. So Bodo Glimt. That'll be interesting.
And they'll move on, and they're going to play Sporting next.
Interesting.
Whew. So they're just not. I mean, keep in mind they beat Man City not too long ago. So this team has just been on a roll.
Yeah.
And they're not even playing in their domestic league. Their first game is the day after tomorrow.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
That's insane. This is like practice.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe they'll take the cake in their
that would be
in their league. Yeah. Interesting.
Oh, man, that would be weird.
And then finally Newcastle 3-2 with an aggregate of 9-3 against Quarabag.
Yep.
I left my Quarabag in the car. Could you go get it?
Quarterback sounds like the cousin of Quagmire on Family Guy.
You oh yeah, kind of do. You should have laughed at that for a long time, and then you listen back and it wasn't Quarterback in the car was not very funny.
That was pretty funny. But so these next fixtures in the Champions League
tell us.
Enticing. So we got PSG playing Chelsea, Galatasaray Liverpool, Real Madrid Man City, Atalanta and Bayern, Newcastle Barcelona, Atletico against Tottenham, Bodo Glimt and Sporting, and Bayer Leverkusen against Arsenal.
Oof.
Oh yeah.
Galatasaray Liverpool. It's these are Tingles. These are major. I would say from this point on into this competition, it's Tingle.
Yes.
Tingle City. Yes. Tingle City FC.
We have now reached not the business end, but the business end of the competition.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. This will be good. By the way, I think we should somehow fund the team and call it Tingles FC. Tingles City FC.
Tingles FC. Yes. I'm writing that down. Tingles
global
City
team.
FC.
Tingle City FC.
Oh man.
I did it. I gotta work on it. I'm gonna work on myself. But there was also some Europa magic with your boys not doing too bad. Not doing too bad.
I don't know that I would call it magic.
You gotta get yourself to a Europa game. By the way, is there an opportunity to get in there?
No. I mean, I would have to buy tickets on the secondary market.
Yeah.
So, because getting it for Stuttgart, I was able to go to 4 games last year.
Yeah.
For Hoffenheim, that's how I got to see Human Son and some of these other people. But for Stuttgart, it's almost impossible unless I buy jacked up prices or. Well, because now everybody that we're playing Porto next, I don't think I'm going to be able to get a ticket to that. Plus, I hate to say it, I love my club, I really do. But because I'm 90 minutes away, and these games are on a Thursday,
I know the feeling. I
got to work the next day, and as much as I would love to go, I don't know. It's
yeah.
When we were doing that for the Hoffenheim games. Sometimes we left a little early because you're trying to get to the parking lot so you can leave because it's crazy trying to leave.
Which drives me crazy. As somebody from the U.S. sitting here watching like MLS, and I watched people leaving, Stuttgart game or like Manchester United versus Liverpool, and people are like leaving early. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
I'm gonna sit through that. I'm gonna be the last person to leave that stadium. Like you can just see me on camera, just like looking all around, like absorbing the atmosphere. Like it drives me crazy. It's like. I mean, people, you just get so used to, this is my life. So like to somebody else, like that is the most amazing thing on earth. You know what I mean? Yes. But they're like, I gotta beat traffic. Like what? Yeah. You're a Champions League game, man.
Yeah. So the game I went to the other day, we stayed until like an hour after it was over,
awesome.
which was pretty nice.
Yeah.
But but Stuttgart, we beat up on Chelsea. Celtic 4-1 the first leg. This one, they came out, they scored a goal, I think, in 30 seconds. And I was like, oh no, what's happening?
Toast.
And I just found out this morning, I don't know how true this is. I got to look this up, I tried to look it up. But when we lost to Celtic, I guess this is Celtic's first, and this is upsetting to me, their first win ever in Germany.
Oh, wow.
Which... it's terrible. Now, yes, we beat them, on aggregate.
You don't want it to be your team with that stat.
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah, I get it.
And that's something that I'm going to probably remember for the rest of my life. But since I'm never going to be on Jeopardy, having that knowledge isn't going to help me at all. But yeah, we actually played pretty well, giving up that first goal. They did kind of punch us in the mouth. But XG, which everybody knows I don't really like that stat. Ours was like over 2. Theirs was under a half of 1. But they still beat us. Yeah. So
what was the goal? Yeah. It was they just kind of squeaked it in. It was really early in the game.
Yeah, right? Like I said, it was 30 seconds in, and I think they just kind of caught us off guard.
I think this was a 6:30 a.m. Was this during the week?
This is on Thursday. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wasn't watching too much footy that day.
Yeah. Yeah. But we advance. It is what it is. See, now I'm hearing it all the time. But yeah, we advance, and now we're playing Porto next.
By the way, I don't do that in real life. Okay, when I see you Saturday, I won't be going. It's like a weird psychological, like knowing that you're being recorded. You feel like you have to have. Something has to be happening. You know what I mean? So it's like filling in
because you're filling in the space. Yeah. Exactly.
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop filling in space. You fill in the space. Go.
It's because in our real lives, like we don't have microphones in front of us with thousands upon thousands of listeners listening to us at all times. So
that's very good. Yeah. That's good for the public because I spend a lot of my time singing songs about poo. I'm just walking around and going, yeah. So I don't think you want that recorded all the time. I haven't grown up.
And you never should.
You never should. But you guys aren't out. That was leg 1, right?
That was the second leg. Leg 1, we won 4-1. Second leg, we lost 1-0. So, but yeah, so we're moving on.
That's right. You got an aggregate of 4-2. Okay. I missed that part. Yeah. Sorry.
Yep. But some of these other ones. So we had Ludogorets losing 3-2 to Ferencváros. Panathinaikos knocked out Victoria Poznan. Genk beat Dynamo Zagreb 6-4 on aggregate. Oof. Celta Vigo, they beat Thessaloniki 3-1 on aggregate. Nottingham Forest, they beat the Turkish team Fenerbahce 4-2 on aggregate. Bologna beat Bran 2-0. Surprised Bologna didn't put more on them, but and then Lille beat that's actually Red Star Belgrade 2-1 on aggregate. So in the next round, we got Ferencváros playing Braga, another Portuguese team. Panathinaikos playing Real Betis. Genk playing Freiburg. Celta Vigo playing Lyon. VfB Stuttgart playing Porto. Nottingham Forest, and I always butcher this team's name, Midtjylland. I know I said that wrong.
Sounds good to me. You don't want to know how I was going to...
You got 2 Italian teams in Bologna and Roma going against each other, and then Lille playing Aston Villa. So not as spicy, not as exciting as the Champions League, But we are on the
There's
business end
spice.
of
Yeah.
the Europa League as well.
Spice, as long as your team is still in it. There's
This is true.
There's
This
spice.
is true.
And high stakes is spicy. Once it gets into
Any knockout stages.
Yeah, I love knockout, and almost in any sport, if it's a knockout game, I'm all in, all in. Man,
And I think looking at the teams that are remaining, there's only a couple of teams on here that I really don't want Stuttgart to face, and that is Roma, because they put it on us earlier in the group stage or the league phase, whatever. And probably Aston Villa. I think Aston Villa is probably the most dangerous team that's still left. I'm not going to say who I think is going to win the entire competition.
Yeah.
I'll save that once we get to the semifinal.
Stuttgart's going to do it.
But right now, my homer brain is going to say that Stuttgart's going to win it all. But realistically, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, we'll see. We shall see. It's still spicy. There's some tingles in Europa. I'll be watching. I will be watching, Rob.
Oh, you and me both.
Yeah.
100%.
Aston Villa did not have a great Premier League game, and we'll talk about that soon. Let's take a breakaroo, and when we get back, English Premier and the Bundesliga.
Welcome back.
Yes. You know what? We always say we're going to be back, and what? We always do it, right?
We always come back.
You can trust us.
Absolutely.
You can trust us. Come on, kids. Come on. Get in the car, kid.
Wir sind wieder da. That means we're back in German.
That's gut. That's gut. Yeah. Maybe that's what I'm doing. I'm doing the German, like, yeah. Segway. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
You know, so I say no in German a lot more than I say yes, but I never say nein, ever.
Oh.
I always say nay, like a horse.
What's the difference between a nay and a nine?
Nine to me sounds a little bit more, well, I guess the way that I would say it, it's like a little more forceful. If I say nay, it's kind of like, it's like, nah.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like nah. Yeah.
But yeah, I find myself saying that all the time. So, the terms that I always use are nay, for no, and then mit Karte bitte. Like when I go to pay, I'm like, I'm with card, please.
Yeah.
But I think most English speakers, those are like, that's the phrase that everybody knows.
Yeah.
And if somebody throws something at you, you're like, huh? If somebody comes at me with something else, I just look at my wife and I'm like, help me, please. I don't know what to do. Exactly.
That's great. Yeah. So you could do like conversational, like where would you say, like where you was that? You've been out there a while now, right? Like how many?
Yeah, I've lived off and on. So this is my 5th time living in Germany. So I've been here off and on since '99. Which is crazy.
Yeah.
I can have a conversation with somebody as long as they're not speaking too fast. Speaking a dialect that I don't know. And they have to be speaking Hochdeutsch, like High German. Like if my wife and her mom are talking, they speak this weird dialect, and I'm just like, I'm out. I'm gonna get my phone.
Just moonwalk out of the room.
Yeah, exactly. But to be totally honest with you, and Germans will agree with this, if you just learn like 2 phrases, you don't even have to. You can continue any conversation, just keep it going, and it's like if you say. Blah, like if somebody says something, like they could be like, I don't know, I went to the store and you go blah, it's like keep going, like tell me more, kind of. Yeah. If you say
kind of get you out of conversation. Yeah.
100%, because they'll keep talking. They think
blah.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%.
That's interesting. 100%. It's like Japanese. I spent a lot of time in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know that, but I do the same thing. But I do the same thing with saying like in Japanese, like between. So like if you're saying something you're not sure, you're like watashi wa and I would go like like I'm really thinking, like
yeah.
But in my head I'm like I don't know what else to. I don't know. I don't have any other words to finish the sentence.
Yeah.
I
know I do that in German. I know I do that in German. But most of the time when people realize that I'm like I'm at my peak, they just switch to English,
Yeah,
which is great.
Oh, that's funny.
Everybody here speaks English.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. That's
well,
amazing.
if they're under 80, they speak English.
Yeah.
100%.
That's great though. Yeah.
Yep.
It sounds like a lot of really fun language. My son has been taking it. He's like in his third year now. He's taking it in college.
Yeah.
He's pretty much like, I mean, at least from what I hear, he sounds freaking fluent. You know, like he can actually have a real conversation. It just sounds cool. It sounds like a fun thing, a fun language to, especially if you're angry and you want to yell things. It sounds like a fun,
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, if you're mad at somebody, you're yelling in German.
It's a fun language for yelling.
It is 100%.
Yeah,
100%. But I think all languages are, because if you're yelling in Spanish, that's pretty good too.
That's true too.
So,
all I know is we're yelling, "Stehen Sie auf! Stehen Sie auf!"
Oh yeah. Hör auf, you could say too. That means like stop doing whatever you're doing.
Hör auf.
Hör auf. Hör auf. Yeah.
And I still like Ich habe kein Geld. Ich
habe kein Geld.
Ich habe kein Geld. Ich habe kein Geld.
Yeah.
I don't know why that one like really stuck in. It's just like it's like the one phrase that's like stuck in my head, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah. First German I ever learned was Ein Bier bitte. One beer, please.
That one I know right away.
Yeah.
That one stuck immediately.
Yeah. That was the first German I ever spoke in my entire life too. Actually.
Yeah. And you were like so excited when that beer showed up, and you're like,
absolutely. I was like, I did it. Oh man,
that's amazing.
Yeah,
that's all I'm going to be saying when I'm in German. I'm just going to have a T-shirt that says it, Bier bitte, and I'm just going to be pointing at it. English Premier, a lot of fun games going on there. They weren't speaking German, but Aston Villa probably wanted to curse and yell in German. Wolves, believe it or not, 2, Aston Villa 0. That was a little shockaroo. Knowing Wolves stats, and most likely again, definitely it might be too. I was gonna say too little, too late. Maybe
100%.
Yeah, even if they win every game, I think at this point, I don't know. I mean,
they have.
I wonder what the
games.
They have 9 games left.
That's 27 points.
Yeah,
I mean, you never know. I doubt it. I doubt it'll happen.
I mean, they have to literally win everything in a big way. But João Gomez in the 61st minute, and then another Gomez, the Gomez brothers. We don't know which Gomez was right. We don't know which stat is right.
Yeah.
But in 90th and 8 minutes plus, they win 2-0. Aston Villa, who's like third in the table, I'm also surprised that they're third in the table, but they're playing phenomenally.
Yep.
With oh my God, I shouldn't have started that sentence because I forgot the coach's name.
Oh man. Hold on.
Why did I do that to myself, Rob?
Unai Emery. That's right, Unai Emery. Yeah, the Spaniard.
He knows how to put a club forward, and they're killing it, and they're going to be in Champions League. But here are Wolves, bottom of the table, tough game.
I'm sure he was yelling in Spanish.
I'm sure. And somebody won a lot of money with with calling on Wolves to win that game.
Yep, that's true.
Very exciting, but I don't want to talk about that anymore. I want to talk about Liverpool 5, West Ham United 2.
That's a lot of goals right there.
It's a lot of goals. I'm just going to read them. Ikitike, 5 minutes in. Van Dijk with the header and the little thing. Absolutely love it. He did too quick this time.
He's scoring a lot of goals.
He's scoring a lot of goals. He's got a giant forehead. I mean, I'd be scoring goals left and right.
Well, he's got his hair pulled back so tight.
That's true.
Hair's pulled back all the way.
Fine. Give him that. And even McAllister, who's scoring. He hadn't scored the entire season, and he's scoring. He's scoring goals now almost every game. It's 2 games in a row, but almost every game.
But still,
43rd minute. So it's 3-0 up. I'm loving it. Tusek in the 49th minute score for West Ham. Sure that you go 3-1, but then you got a Gakpo in the 70th minute, and then sadly an own goal for West Ham. But it was nice, and I say this every time Liverpool is doing well. It's nice to see the team scoring and having fun. They're smiling.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't see a lot of that this season.
That's always good.
It's always good. And it's also great to see folks like Ikatike, who was pulled in to do a job and actually doing his job.
Yeah,
very very nice. But yeah, I have not a lot to say about this game. Just a lot of goals. Very happy to see it happen. I think it didn't. I don't think the table changed much with that. I think we need another win than a Chelsea. Let me look at the table here.
Yeah, so Aston Villa is above you guys by 3. Chelsea's below you guys.
Yeah, so I needed that. So that Villa loss was actually kind of good. Thank you, Wolves, for that. So we're back. We're back in. I think we're in Europa now. Yeah. If it were last season, we'd be in Champions League. But
I think when this season ends, it'll be 5 Champions League spots. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and I'm feeling. I don't want to jinx it and say I'm feeling confident, but I'm feeling confident we're going to make Champions League. I think we're starting to get the rhythm a little bit. I'm off of the whole winning the league thing. I'm over it. Rob. I'm over it. So I'm rooting Arsenal all the way to take this. I'd like to finally see those guys just take it. I know.
Not me.
I know, not you. I know, not you. But I'm Nick Hornby for the rest of the season here, man. But let's pop over to City. They won. They got the 3 points. That's all that matters, right? That's all that matters.
And Semenyo again.
He's the one.
This guy he's ever since he's got to City. I don't know how many games this is now that he's played for City, but it just seems like every other game he's scoring goals.
Yeah.
So he has 14 goals on the season in the Premier League in 27 matches, but some of those were with Bournemouth. He hasn't scored every single goal this season with City. So he's got 6 goals with City in 11 games and 2 assists. That's pretty impressive.
That's really impressive. And there's one observation that I'm noticing was like when Semenyo scored, like Semenyo looks like he's having fun on the pitch.
Oh yeah,
and that's one thing that I've always kind of thought about City and also like Arsenal too, which could be tough for teams. Like they don't seem like they're always having a lot of fun. Like it's very clinical. It's very you cannot screw up. We got to be absolutely perfect. Yeah. I feel like City, and then maybe again this is speculating that Pep may be gone after this season, so there is maybe a lighter. Tony, he's going to therapy, dude. Remember last season? He's scratching his face off. He's got all the scratches all over his head.
Yeah.
I think he's going to therapy, and I think he's a little bit more chill. And I feel like this team is having a little bit more fun than they have in the past. That's just an observation.
No, that is true. Because in the past, it has seemed like because of the amount of perfection that he required, and you have to plug into his system. But then I think you throw in somebody like Semenyo, just kind of a wild card, early in the season, and I don't know. He's playing well. But if Pep does end up leaving, I don't know who comes in with a team like this, especially if Holland's still going to be there. He signed like a 90-year contract,
10 year,
But I don't know who would come in and be able to continue. I combined 2 words.
Freudian slip right there. Continue.
And be able to continue City on its winning ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll be hard to see a City team without Pep too. That's wow.
Without
rough.
Pep, do you think City can continue to to win leagues, to win the league? I can't imagine it without Pep either. But I also said the same thing about Liverpool and Slot's still not not the real dad kind of scenario feel to it still. But I can't imagine a City without Pep. Like he's like the heart and the lungs and the.
It would have to be somebody huge that would follow him, and I don't know. Jose is obviously not.
He'd be a great City, just from a villain aspect, and I vilify City because of just them winning, only because they won so much when we were so close to winning, and that's where my hatred had come from. But just from a villain standpoint, for me personally, I think that would be amazing if Jose Mourinho came in and took over for City.
That would be pretty crazy. I don't see it happen. I think somebody.
No, I don't see it happening, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that would be crazy if that did happen. Yeah. I think it would have to be somebody like Ancelotti or somebody huge, but who's bigger than Pep Guardiola?
Nobody.
Yeah,
I mean not from a coach. I mean, like Klopp, but I mean that he's not coming back.
He's
to
not doing
Premier League. What about the French dude? Who's
no, because he's going to be taking over. Yeah, he's taking over France after the World Cup.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, you're talking about Zinedine Zidane. Yeah.
No. The German coach who's currently coaching. I don't know why his name is not popping in my brain while I'm talking about him. He's the English Premier League. I mean English national team
Thomas
coach.
Tuchel.
Tuchel.
Yeah. Tuchel.
I can see a Tuchel doing a City situation.
Yeah, I would see a lot of these players that they currently have leaving. Yeah. Because I think he's worse than Pep.
Yeah,
like and it wouldn't be fun for them at all.
Yeah,
I just couldn't see them doing that. I don't think it'd be fun at all.
Yeah,
maybe Holland would probably like it. Holland would probably love it, but I think somebody like Semenyo or Rodri or definitely Foden. I don't think they would enjoy that at all.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We shall see. Everything comes to an end, right? This is something something we know. Yeah. Manchester United 2, Crystal Palace 1. Crystal Palace, they drew first blood. You got the haircut guy going, oh no, not again. 4 minutes in, but there was a red card, which I'm a terrible soccer podcaster, but I don't recall what the hell the red card was for.
I did not watch this game, so I don't know either. I hate to say that, but
people are like, boop, what else is on? But the first half, going into the second half, there was a penalty. Fernandez, he does his thing, and then Sesko scores in the 65th minute. This is 2 in a row. This is 2 in a row for Manchester United.
This is, yep. So, after that draw that ended the gentleman's haircut streak.
Yeah, and sadly, I'm watching. I think we're all definitely surprised to see Man U where they are at the table at this point.
Third place.
Just how they played the entire season, and it didn't look good for them. And then here they are in the third spot, just above Aston Villa.
They won
by goal aggregate only. Yeah.
Yep.
It's absolutely bonkers. Yeah.
13 points in 5 matches. That is for Man City. For Man U, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, 8 points behind City. 8 points behind City. So you never know. You never know. But I'm watching just for no reason at all. It was the hair dude. Life shouldn't be this way.
It should be. Hey, he did it to himself, though.
Yes, he did. He did.
So let's see. Their next 3 matches, they got Newcastle on the road, Aston Villa at home, and then Bournemouth on the road. So
and Villa's gonna be reeling from from that Wolves game.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That's gonna be pretty rough. I don't know. Then they're running out of games after that. I mean, and they're not playing in any other competitions, so they're out of everything except the league. That dude's hair is going to he's like Cousin It by December.
You're not wrong. I've seen so many photos and like reels and stuff where it's like Manchester and just like the hair is coming out. Like it's like a Google Earth shot of it, and the hair is like growing in Manchester. It's amazing. I wonder if my hair would even do that anymore. I don't know.
Mine would just start falling out before it would get long.
Yeah. When I did the man bun thing, just for I've never done it before. I'm gonna see what it looks like. That was the one thing that I was like, I gotta cut my hair because when I would take a shower, like my hair. I'm not losing my hair, knock on wood. But when my hair was really long, it was like it would like come out in clumps. That just scared. Just really freaked me out. I'm like, I can't do this. I cannot do this. It was too much for me. So I think that's a young man's game to grow your hair out like that.
This is true. Or you just do like me and I got a bald shaver. I use it all the time.
But you're not even bald though.
No,
I never understand somebody who has hair. Like there's a bald guy out there going like, can we switch?
Yeah, but for me, I think it's because I felt like I was getting that Van Dyke forehead, like it was just getting bigger and bigger. So I was like, it might have been my barber too. My barber might have just been, lining it up a little bit weird and pushing it back further. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? My wife loves the ball. She likes the ball shaver. She likes the ball.
That's all that matters. Yeah.
So, say no more. So Yeah, exactly. What can I do? What can I do? You know, she loves.
So you and I are different because like my wife, I started like for no reason at all in the last couple of years combing my hair where I do like this part here, so I look like a nerdy dude, and my wife, it just she's like, why are you doing that? Like I've never done it, and I've never stopped. You know. I don't know. So I'm the opposite of you. I'm like if somebody's like, oh, that looks so dumb, I'm like I double down.
Yeah, you double down on it.
Double down on the dumb.
Oh, you think this is dumb?
You think this is dumb? You're not too far off. You're not too far off. Arsenal, Chelsea. Arsenal still take the 3 points. That was a tough game. A tough game. Chelsea only got that one goal because of an own goal at this point. But I think Arsenal have stepped it up in a sense where perhaps they're feeling it. Maybe they're feeling it, or I don't know. Or do you think that the fear factor is still gonna pop in? Which again, how many memes do you see of Pep behind, doing, some sort of meme where like, he's being stalked, Arteta's being stalked by. My favorite is the Dexter one where it's the FBI, the cop guy, and it's Pep in the car,
and he's just staring.
I
love it.
That's a good one. But yeah, I mean, what do you think? Like, are they feeling it? Are they one thing? Like some of the misses that Arteta have done, where it was playing sort of like a defensive game, where this is a team like with teams where they should be crushing. But they either, lose the point, they drop points because they're just being careful, and not going at it. Is this Arteta going like, you know what? These guys can score goals. Let's go in. Let's get the 3 points. Let's not play the safe game.
I think you have to do that because playing it safe never really works. I mean, you might be able to get away with it a couple of games a year, but you gotta stick with what's working. I was watching this clip that I saw of Thierry Henry. And he was saying how he hates when a player will like dribble the ball, do a couple of moves, and then pass the ball back because they don't want to lose it. And he's like, you have to not be scared to fail. He was like, you don't have to be successful every time. You just need one. That's it. But if these players are constantly scared that the defender is going to take the ball and then they're going to become a meme or whatever, and I'm hoping that that's not what it'd be great for Arsenal fans if they do win the league. You can't play scared. You got to do what got you there. But I think as they get closer, there's how many games did we say? 9 games left. Yeah. They might be like, oh, the trophy is ours to lose. So let's play it safe. And sometimes playing the safe is dangerous.
I think they've already played that card too many times. And I think that's where they get in trouble. Because like how many times have you seen just getting the ball, the scrappy team scoring in the dying embers of the game, just because, they were – and not specifically Arsenal, but a lot of games where they squeak in the goal because it's just getting the ball into the box. How many times have you seen that where finally the goal goes in after like 12 corner kicks?
Exactly. Just been pushing it and trying the entire time. Yeah, that's true. And as a Stuttgart fan, I've seen that happen to us too many times. I've seen us up, with a couple minutes left to go. We got the 3 points in the bag, and then we leave with 1 point or no points. So, I think they just have to just keep putting that pressure on teams, and I don't know, for their sake, hopefully. I mean, as much as I don't want them to win it, they are the favorites. I mean, they're still in all 4 competitions right now. Wow.
Yeah, they are.
Wow. Okay. So, a lot of games left for them on the season, but I think they're going to win at least one trophy, at least one. Hopefully for them, it's the big one. For them, not the Champions League, but the Premier League.
Yeah.
But we'll see, because Pep's right there.
I know.
Pep's watching right there,
just
hawking. He is right there, just waiting for them to slip up.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I'm rooting Arsenal all the way, way. Like I'm like Rob in 2020. What year are we in? 2026? I'm Rob 2023 when he was an Arsenal fan. Yeah, you heard it here. You heard it here, podcast listeners.
I used to be. I was. Actually, no, that was 2022.
I don't know.
Because 2023 was when I moved here. Yeah, so it was 22. I was an Arsenal fan. I was.
You were too tired of the hurt that they gave you.
Yeah, and I just decided to go with the the team that's, the brother, sister club, whatever, of New York City. So
yeah, that makes sense.
jump ship.
I was praying though that they would win. Like you'd be like, I'm no longer an Arsenal fan, and then they win the league. I was hoping that happened. It did not happen. It did not happen.
Crazy.
Could happen this season though. We'll see.
I mean, yeah, it's theirs to lose. It is their game. It is
theirs to lose. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm gonna stop doing that. See, I'm trying. I'm working on it. I didn't do it as long this time. I didn't go.
Because you're thinking about it. Yeah.
Bundesliga. There was a lot of magic, and especially when it comes to maybe one of the clubs that you support. Maybe
100%. 100. We needed this too because we had that loss to Hoffenheim, and then we lost to Celtic in the Europa League. This was a game that I was at, sold out crowd, of course. Great game.
Yeah,
little boring because we did score so much so early.
That's gonna be great though to be at your home team and then they're scoring. But I get what you mean though. Like the part of the game that we love is the excitement, and
suspense.
Yeah. And so when you're up so much, especially like in the first half, you're like, then you're here for the goals. The goals and the beer. The goals and the beer.
Listen, so Dennis Undav opened the scoring for us. Solid goal. He's not fast. He's not strong. He just happens to be there.
Sounds
in
like
the
you're
right
describing
position. Me. Or myself. He just happens to be in the right place at the right time. He's just that guy. And I don't want to say he's like a poacher. He just knows the way the ball is going to bounce. Takes advantage of positioning, and he just gets it done. Jamie Leveling, though. I don't know if it was the first goal or the second goal that he scored. I don't remember. But this goal, look it up when you get a chance. It was, first off, like these guys are professionals. They know how the ball is going to bounce. They know their body positioning. They know exactly where to strike the ball on their foot, whatever. It looked to me like he kicked this ball so fast, but there was no like wind up. There was no, like looking at it, it was almost like he just decided in a half a second, not even like a tenth of a second, to kick the ball. And the next it's in the top of the net. Like the goalkeeper, no defender had any chance to get to this ball. And I mean, it's not a goal that he normally scores like that. I think it kind of surprised him too, but it was one of the best goals I've seen.
I got to look it up. Was it one of those where the goalie doesn't move? Like they just like...
No, he moved, but he couldn't get to it. He dove, and it was probably like 2 feet above his hand, so there was no way he was going to get to it.
Yeah.
But it was a solid goal. And then Nicholas Nardi, Denmark international, he came off the bench. I don't know how many goals he has for us on the season, but he scored the game to put the nail in the coffin. Now, where I was sitting in the stadium, I was sitting opposite the Ultras. So we're to our right is the traveling Wolfsburg fans. After the game, the Wolfsburg players came over to that section. So hold on, before that, the Wolfsburg supporters, only like 500 people came. There wasn't that many. They had their drums, they had their flags, but there wasn't that many of them. At halftime, they rolled up the flags, they put the drums away. They were just kind of sitting there making no noise whatsoever. End of the game, players come over to clap. They were giving them the finger. I'm sure they were cursing at them in German, Spanish, French, everything. They were telling them to take off the shirt. They were telling them they're trash.
Wow.
Oh, it was abusive. It was bad. I felt bad for the players, and they just had to stand there and take it.
Oh, wait, this was their fan base doing it?
Yes, because they felt players? Like they because they felt they played so bad. So after every game, I'm sure they do it in the MLS too, where the players will go to like where the ultras are sitting. And they're either clapping them up or whatever.
I don't think they call it ultras here though.
It's
fans. Yeah. They go over to the fans.
The fans that have the flags and the drums, the hardcore.
Those guys. Okay, yeah.
But these guys were pissed.
LAFC gets close there. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, LAFC has some solid fans.
Yeah.
They do. San Antonio FC as well had some pretty solid fans. USL
hop
club.
over there. Yeah.
But they were just giving them the business, not the business. They were giving them the business.
The other one. Yeah.
They were mad.
Yeah.
But 4-0.
What would you prefer? Because this game you weren't in the supporting section and you were able to sit down and watch the game. How did that? Was that much better? How were your calves at the end of that?
I was feeling great. Well, at the game the night before, I was standing the whole time.
Yeah.
But
God.
those fans,
No, thank you.
It's not as big. So, like, you could probably fit 5 of those vert supporting sections into the Stuttgart Stadium. So it's not as big. They weren't as active. There wasn't a lot of jumping. So that was pretty easy.
Yeah.
But with this game, I was happy to be sitting down. I got to see all the people with their flags and whatever, but I was happy to be sitting.
Yeah.
So
see, I like to watch. I like to watch those people. And
Yeah,
I'm happy
exactly.
that they're there. Was there the heartbeat of the stadium?
Yep.
But I'm like, I don't want to sit there though.
Yep. But I told my daughter's boyfriend I'll do the standing one time a season. I can't do it twice. One time per season I'll do it for Stuttgart. But I'm not going to go over the rest of these scores because we are slowly running out of time. However, I was pretty upset that in Der Klassiker, the German version of El Clasico, Dortmund, who was leading this game for a while, fell to a Bayern Munich side that, I don't know. Harry Kane had a penalty and another regular goal, and then Joshua Kimmich put it away. I think everybody was upset about that. That game was actually in Dortmund as well. But right now, Stuttgart is still sitting in 4th place in that last Champions League spot. We're 2 points up on RB Leipzig, which is great. We're level on points with Hoffenheim, who is above us. They're a fake club, though. And Dortmund is in 2nd with 52 points, and then Bayern, they basically already won the league. We got 10 games left. I don't see anybody catching Bayern.
Every time you say Hoffenheim, I think David Hasselhoff.
Hasselhoff.
I don't know why. Every time I hear
Listen,
David Hasselhoff FC.
He's huge over here in Germany.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You would
which
think
is so
he
strange.
brought the wall down.
Yeah, I was gonna say, which is so strange. So strange.
Yes.
I keep forgetting there's a Tottenhausen. I think that's their name. There's a band that Julian, my son, likes.
The Tottenhausen? The Devil Pants. The
Yeah. But I suspect that they were popular. They sound like, I think they were like a 90s. But we listen to that when he's here. We listen to them in the car. There's some good bangers. There's some bangers in there. I keep forgetting to talk to you about it because I always forget their name, and I think they are the. I already forgot it. See, it's gone.
The Dead Pants, the Tottenhausen.
Yeah, Tottenhausen. Sure. Yeah. They're good.
Yeah.
There's some good songs there. I don't know if you've heard them.
I'm sure I have.
I'm gonna send you some. Yeah.
But their name is literally the Dead Pants.
Yeah. great band name.
Yeah.
Tottenhausen FC.
Oh yeah. That's
Tingles. What do you got?
Let
me
get back to my notes because you saw that I put a lot of them on here.
Yeah.
This is a lot of games. So we got tonight, right? We got Barcelona and Atletico Madrid in the second leg of the semifinal of the Copa del Rey. Atletico basically has his skill. They're up 4-0. Got Man City, Nottingham Forest. That's also today. Let's see. Obviously Saturday, which is going to be upsetting for me because I'm going to have to get up super early, even though jet lag is going to be killing me, to watch Mainz hosting Stuttgart. This is a little story behind this because Silas, we just sent him to Mainz, and he's actually been playing pretty well for them. It'll be the first time he's playing against Stuttgart in the Bundesliga. Also on Saturday, Newcastle, Man City in the FA Cup. That should be a pretty easy win for Man City. And I put this on here, AC Milan against Inter. Serie A, the Derby della Mondanina, or the Derby of the Madonna. The two Milan clubs playing against each other in Serie A. So, yep.
To be at that game, not in the supporting section, just to be a bystander and someone nice in the middle in the neutral area. I'd love to be there. Oh my god.
They share the same stadium too.
Yeah. When we were looking at dates for Italy, I was definitely eyeballing getting to a Milan. Inter game. Woof. Tingles for me. I got a double whammy Wolves Liverpool situation. I got today at 12 p.m. PST. Actually, 12:15 p.m. PST. Which happens to be right during the Copa del Rey game, which I would like to watch, but I'm gonna support my Reds. But then they play Wolves again, which I had to rub my eyes in the FA Cup on Friday. Was it Friday? Let's see. Was it Friday? No, it's Thursday at 12 p.m. PST. So double whammy. Wolves at home, both games. So that'll be interesting. I'll be watching that. So I'm curious how it goes today, and then if there's any changes for the FA Cup. Let's see what Arnie does. Let's see what Arnie comes up with. And then of course the LAFC versus Dallas game.
Oh yeah.
We will be at physically.
Man, that's crazy.
After this, after I catch up on a few things, I'm gonna kick off those ticks to secure them. We are also looking at, you ready for this? Galatasaray on pod day. Pod day versus Liverpool. That'll be interesting. And then Newcastle. There's a lot of Tingles, man. Because the Tingles start with the Champions League too. Newcastle, Barcelona, delicious. I can't wait. So those are my Tingles. Very very all very exciting stuff here, man. I'm looking at Wednesdays. Wednesdays are tough for me. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna be missing, but it looks like we have a nice little week English footy throughout the week here. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Saturday. This will be a new stadium for me as well, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. So it'll be great.
It's gonna be great. We'll pregame. We'll go and we'll get the whole experience. Especially if you come here and then we do the train. You'll see what life is like in the LA train station.
I said, my references are Boys in the Hood and the Notorious B.I.G. dying in California. So
California. Yeah. Listen, you know how tough I am. That's how tough. That's how rough it is around here. All right,
100%, 100%. So, all right, we gotta go because we're running out of time.
We are. Yeah, I was about to go on a tangent.
Thank you guys for listening, and we hope your teams win unless they're playing ours. We'll talk to you next week.
Hey there, soccer fans. If you liked today's episode, what should they do, Rob? What should they do?
If you like listening to us and you're a soccerholic, we're available on all podcast platforms and apps. Leave us a review, leave us a like, leave a comment on Apple Podcasts, and don't forget to subscribe and tell your friends about us. The more people we got listening, the greater the podcast can be.
Do it, because we don't have any friends, okay? So you do it. I couldn't remember the name of the Tingles FC.
Tingles City FC.
Tingles City.